Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Mindful Mandala Magic. Today's piece is incredibly special and incredibly bold because it's for an incredibly special and incredibly bold person in my life. My mom. She's a million things, but the biggest thing she is for me is an endless well of support. Whatever I tell her I want to do, she says, I believe in you. We all need someone like that in our life. My hope is that everybody has someone like that in their life. And if you don't, I hope you can be that person for yourself. Her favorite color is yellow. She loves horses, dogs, all animals. And she loves nature. But especially the beach. Enjoy. Let's begin. So, of course, step number 1 is to create the perimeter. Circle after circle, going inward at ½ centimeter increments. For those of you who are curious and making your own mandalas. This piece was so special to me, and it was imperative that I created something that spoke to what my mom means to me, which is everything. I really wanted to make something that showed her strength. And here was the tedious process of creating symmetrical triangles to make a star. The shape of this piece came about when I was walking downtown and I saw a building that had a design similar to this, and I found it so beautiful I decided to recreate it with my own spin, of course. Here is the beginning process of creating the horse in the middle. I mentioned how important wildlife is to her. A horse felt right. This is also a tattoo that she has on her, so seeing as this horse was very important to her, I wanted to recreate that. I'm not the best at drawing freehand,
but I found that patience is key. Because if you keep drawing and erasing and drawing and erasing while staying patient, the shape will come to life in the way you want it to. Day 1. Drawing that horse burned me out a little bit. Another beautiful California sunset. It also allowed me to step away from the piece and get some fresh eyes on it the next day. I noticed the front legs were a little too far forward, so after fixing those up, I was ready to move on. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a striped pattern all the way around or alternate between striped and checkerboard. I knew either design would need pen lines in a circular motion. To my surprise, the circles I drew created a three-dimensional effect with the star, which is one of my favorite things about making mandalas. I don't know exactly what it'll look like when I draw it. It's like life, full of surprises. I noticed that if I filled the entire V shape in black, it wouldn't stand out as much from the striped lines, so I added another V in between to separate them a bit. If anyone's wondering about the tablet, it's so I don't smudge any of the ink with my hand before it dries. At this point, I still hadn't decided whether I wanted to do stripes all the way around or a checkerboard, so I left the option open for both. this point, I was somewhat convinced the horse might look better in pencil. But once I started adding the black ink, I was immediately convinced otherwise. Much more power with the ink. And there's the completed horse. Here I decided to make a practice run and see how the checkerboard would look. Compared to the stripes. And once I saw them, it became very apparent that the checkerboard was the way to go. This piece was turning out very, very bold because of all the black color. Day 2 was finished. I always enjoy looking at clouds. I find it very calming. I hope you do too. I find making the checkerboards very zen because from my very first mandala, I've always been fascinated with the aesthetic of the checkerboard. And with the checkerboards coming to a finish, I realized I needed a big splash of color. And what better color to choose than something bright and radiant and strong. Yellow. Just like the sun. It was an easy choice, seeing as it's one of my mom's favorites. And what a difference the color makes with this mandala. The challenge in using a color like yellow is I need to be very, very accurate because if I drag over the black even a little bit, it will bleed into the yellow. Hence the whiteout. A yellow ring to finish it up. And there it is, for my mom. Very, 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 very special piece for me. Thank you once again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the process as much as I. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to drift over the subscribe button and join me for my next mandala.